And now, friends, we do ask you to give all your love, kind thoughts to our speaker as he guides them to the church.
Good evening, friends.
Good evening.
It is indeed with joy that we come into your presence once again, to leave with you one or two thoughts that might be of help to you during your lifetime upon earth. We do not come in order to tell you what you ought to do or ought not to do. Spirit does not dictate where you should go, how you should conduct yourselves, what you should say, what you should not say. Our aim is to make you aware of the power that is within yourselves, to make you aware that within each one of you there is the soul, the spirit, a part of God. And that is the part of you which, when you have finished your journey upon earth, will leave the physical body behind and come to our side of life. Often as you go through life, you come up against obstacles. You make plans and the plans go awry. You make decisions and then you find that circumstances alter and those decisions cannot be implemented. Again and again you discover as you journey through life that what you intended does not seem to happen, and events can take place that will alter completely the circumstances that surround you. And it is only when you are through these obstacles, when you have passed the dark places, that you can look back and see how your path has led. Spirit will not tell you what to do, but there will be opportunities for you to serve, opportunities for you to make decisions, opportunities for you to help, opportunities for you to develop spirituality, opportunities for you to be of service, both to yourselves, to those around you, and to the world of spirit. It is the time of year coming up to your harvest, when you reap the products of what you have worked for during the year. Sometimes the harvest is good, and everything that you have turned your hand to produces good fruit, or vegetables, or corn, or whatever it is that you work for. But sometimes it seems as though all nature conspires against you. You do not get the weather that you want. You get rain at the wrong time. You get the sunshine when you do not want it, and you get grey clouds when you could do with sunshine. And it must seem to you at times that nature, which is God, is conspiring against you. But we want you to remember that if the weather is bad for one crop, it will suit another. That the conditions that you experience in your little island may not suit everything that you try to grow, but they will suit something. And if you have a poor crop of one sort, you will find that you have a better one of something else. So it is with the circumstances of your lives. It may seem to you that everything is going wrong. It may seem as though you can never achieve what you set out to do, that over and over again you are failing to do the things which you know to be best. And sometimes it may lead you to despair. But remember, your journey upon the earth plane is intended in order to make your spirit grow, to develop your understanding, to build your spirituality. And often it is necessary to have the dark times in order that you may grow strong. Remember that you were spirit before you came to the earth, even as you will be when you leave it. And the circumstances of your lives are such that you chose them because you felt that in dealing with those particular circumstances you could learn the lessons that were necessary. Why do you come to the earth plane? It is in order that you may gain experiences, in order that you may grow spiritually, in order that when you leave here, you have a better opportunity of making progress in the spirit world. We were saying that it is coming up to the time of your harvest. And perhaps one of the most important things that you have got to remember is that there would be no harvest if men didn't work. Your fruit would not produce in the orchards if you did not carry out the pruning and the spraying and the tilling and the manuring that is necessary. Your allotments would be barren indeed if you forgot to dig and hoe and rake and sow your seeds. You sing in your harvest hymns that God gives these gifts, but he only gives them if man does his share as well. So it is with spirit. We need your prayers as much as you need ours. We need your help as much as you need ours. There are many souls on our side of life who have left the earth body and who do not realize where they are, what their condition is. They do not see any light. They wander in the darkness, wondering why there is no response to their appeals. And often those souls are unable to see the spirit light. But they can see lights coming from earth. Visualize your service in church, your circle at home, the churches up and down this country and throughout the world, the groups of people worshipping together, those who are praying on their own. Each time any person, any group of people, any church sends out thoughts to God, then a light is kindled in the spirit world. And often those souls who are in the darkness can see that light, and in seeing it, they can be led to see spirit light. Never think that your worship is doing no good. Never think that even the failures in your lives are of no use whatsoever. It is through your failures, through your mistakes, through your wanderings, that you will achieve what you came to do, that you will grow in spirit, that you will begin to understand. There is so much upon the earth plane that is for you. And remember, the pathway that you tread was one that you chose before you came. True, man has free will. When you stood in spirit and looked at the circumstances of life, when you took into account the family into which you would come, when you realized the opportunities that you would have, when you knew the gifts, the talents that you would use while you are here, you saw there the opportunity for growth. And it is how you tackle the things of your life that is the important part. We often say to you people on earth that your life here, while you are here, is the most important part of your existence. It is not the whole, but it is the most important. And the things of earth have got to occupy you, not to the exclusion of spirit, but for the major part of your endeavours. We ask you to take the circumstances of your lives, to deal with the obstacles as they come along, with the feeling that in coping with trouble and difficulty, you are strengthening your soul for when you leave the earth body and come to spirit. There is much that we could teach you, much that we could tell you, but we are not permitted to show you the way that you have to tread, because it is only by your endeavours that you will develop, that you will grow spiritually. What we do want to urge you is to keep some part of every day for spirit in order to send out prayers for yourselves and for others, but to make the most of the opportunities that life gives you, remembering that every time you do a kind deed to someone else, every time you give a smile, every time you say a cheery word to someone, every time you lend a listening ear to someone who is in distress, you are working for spirit. You do not know all the contacts that you make upon the earth plane, but when you come to our side of life and look back, you will see the numerous times in which you have been of help to others. You will also see the times when you ignored that plea for help. Try to make it so that when you do come to spirit, there will be far more cases in which you have been of help, in which you have given love, in which you have given understanding, in which you have given sympathy, than there are times when you turned the other way and ignored that plea. You go through life, a life upon the earth plane, and it is difficult, we know. We went that way ourselves once. But as you go forward, looking for the light, trying to do just the little things that come to hand, not expecting to make a big splash in the world, but just doing what used to be termed your duty. And remember, to do your duty is to give love to everyone whom you meet. It need not be expressed, but it can just be in a thought. But thoughts have power. Send your thoughts out far and wide in your world, praying that all mankind will come to realize their immortality, that the knowledge that you have of spirit return, will be the prerogative of every soul upon earth. Good night, and God bless you all.
God bless you.